All right, good afternoon. Hey, this is Neil with Simpler Futures. Today is March the 6th. It's a Monday, and it's a Monday of what I believe is going to be a pretty interesting week. And I say that because as of tomorrow and Wednesday, we've got Fed Chair Powell with the biannual Humphrey Hawkins testimony that he'll be giving to Congress. And then on Friday, there is the non-farm payroll report. There's more than that, though. Also, I want you to remember that this week is a rollover week, and there is a rather large spread. It's a bearish spread, also, between the new incoming contract of what will be June contract and this outgoing March contract. So, historically, the roll would be on this Thursday, the Thursday before the options expiration. However, the CME's recently started to advocate for the fact that we no longer use the Thursday, but yet switch that to the Monday of the expiration week. And so what we've seen as of late in the last couple of quarters, that this is new, information, is working its way into the market, is that usually historically was the rollover gap would be filled on that Thursday. Well, it moves to Monday. So what I've actually noticed is that the price makes its adjustment on the Friday of the day between these two, right? Thursday and Monday. So I know that may sound confusing, but at the end of the day, here's what it means. It means that I'm looking for the rollover gap to fill on Friday of this week. It's more than that. It's also the Friday before an options expiration, which makes it a potential for a pit bull, the Marty Schwartz observation, the pit bull low. That is a selling spree in front of the expiration week, which of course will be the next week's 17th. So here's how we get there, okay? Here's what all that means, essentially, is that here since last week, the latter part of last week, we had the, the news that was surprising, that helped us, frankly, because if you remember, we were looking for an uptick into the latter part of the week last week, so this worked out nicely. That is, Bostic said, I'll go for the 25 basis and kind of get off of the idea of the 50 basis in the market. Loved it. 39.50 trades up to 40.50, right? So that happens Thursday, Friday. Thankfully, we needed that. And then here we go Monday. Well, Monday follows through, but yet rejects the higher prices and finishes weak. So that tells me look for tomorrow, Tuesday, turnaround Tuesday, down. That is a pullback. If we're right on that, I would target 40.10, 40.08, 40.10, 40.08, 40.10. That's a weekly pivot this week. So that would be pullback into, down there. And then Wednesday, with Fed Chair Powell's Humphrey Hawkins testimony, maybe the Wednesday gets that follow through to the upside for the Wednesday midweek shuffle high, which would take us into, honestly, probably 41.08, something up there, 41.08.10. But that's like on the 618 level, and it'd be a high for the week. And at that point, you've got midweek shuffle high Wednesday. I'll be back with you again on Wednesday. Imagine what I'm going to be talking about then is going to be get ready for the selling to start, because we're going into everything I just said. We're going into the pit bull low, potential for a pit bull low. We're going into the roll, which has about a 40-point spread, a bearish 40-point spread between the new incoming contract and the old outgoing contract on the rollover. And we're going into a non-farm payroll report where that's binary. I mean, who knows on that? That could be, it's going to be, I'll tell you this, though, that payroll report Friday morning is going to be very, very closely watched and highly scrutinized, because If you remember on the last one, there was an estimated 200,000 jobs came out plus 517, right? Well, this one's estimated 200,000. So the question is, one, going to be, is it going to be a big number again? And two, are there negative revisions against that 517 number on the last one? So if we got a relatively normal number on this one, average, and revisions, downward revisions against the last, then that would be bullish for the ES. However, you get a decent number again that's, nicely better than expected, higher than the 200,000, and relatively small, if any, revisions against the last, that's going to be bearish because that's good news. And good news is still bad news, by the way, right now. So that would be good news that would be received as well in price. In terms of the ES, that's going to be bad news. Good news on the jobs equals bad news in the price of the SPUs. So take everything I just said and wrap it all together. What it means is today was a follow through to the upside that was rejected. The highs were rejected. That tells me look for turnaround Tuesday, pullback tomorrow. Wednesday up on Humphrey Hawkins, and then latter part of the week, Friday, we're looking for that selling on the roll, the pit bull, the low, the whole deal for latter part of the week. Okay, so let's get this week started today, Monday. I'll be back with you again on Wednesday. We'll check the progress of what. Wait, one more thing here. Here's your over/under. LVN between the two distributions today, 4068. That's your over/under. That's your overhead for tomorrow. That's overhead. That needs to hold as overhead. There's your overhead. And so any uptick tonight is met with selling resistance at about that level, 67, 68. Holds it, sends it down. We're looking at 40-10 targets. And then from there, Humphrey Hawkins up, target, Wednesday, midweek shuffle high, etc. So that's the last piece of the puzzle is the overhead. So now you got targets, overhead, timing, everything, right? Now it's just a matter of, okay, let's see, how it plays out, just like last week. See, we got an idea. Let's see how it goes, right? Good trading. Nice evening. Let me know what you think in the comments. And one step at a time, right? See how.
Without simpler trading, I could not have financial independence.
This is one of the best investments I ever made in my life.
It's helping me find consistency.
It's one of the things that won me.